is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Negative! Just make sure that nuke is set! We'll hold them as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
You keep that nuke safe. Can you hold them off?
There's too many. I don't think we can survive until you get here. I'm activating the bomb.
What the hell are you doing, Alenko?
I'm just making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what. It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
Screw that! We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Alenko.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander,
It's the right choice, and you know it, Ash.
I'm sorry, Caden. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
This isn't complicated. You'll do anything to get power, even joining with the Reapers.
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign. Though I was aware of the dangers, I had hoped this facility could protect me.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Everybody, hang on!
I can't believe Caden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
Alenko knew the risks going in. He gave his life to save the rest of us.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
It wasn't your call, Williams. I had to choose. I chose you.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But it should have been me. Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Ash, how far are you going to drive yourself? Are you trying to be a martyr? To redeem your grandfather's honor?
That's not fair.
The hell it isn't. I don't want a Marine with a death wish covering my back. Get over it.
Aye, Commander.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos!
I've never heard that name before.
I am not surprised. Ilos is in a region of space accessible only through the Mu Relay, but the Mu Relay was lost thousands of years ago. Nobody knows where it is.
How do you lose a mass relay?
Its original coordinates would place it deep inside the Terminus systems. Unfortunately, a star in one of those nearby systems went nova roughly 4,000 years ago. The shockwave sent the relay trillions of kilometers off course. Then the dust and the radiation from the exploding star engulfed that entire region in a dense nebula cloud. Finding any object in space is difficult. Finding the Mu Relay inside a nebula cloud is virtually impossible. It would take decades.
If nobody's ever been there, how did you recognize Ilos from my visions?
I recognized some of the landmarks from the photos and vids I'd seen during my research. I know of Ilos. I just do not know where it is.
Are you saying it's hopeless?
I am afraid so. Unless you somehow find the coordinates for the Mu Relay, then it would be possible to... Oh... I am sorry. The joining is... exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Virmire was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
Sovereign's the real problem here. The Reapers wiped out the Protheans. We're next.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's real. The Reapers are real. Saren even admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports, the ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
I tried to warn you about Saren. You didn't believe me then, and look how that turned out.
I believe you humans have a saying. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Here's another saying. Go to hell.
Maybe we were wrong about you, Shepard. Maybe humans are too hot-headed to be specters.
Enough! Commander Shepard has performed admirably so far. This discussion is only a minor disagreement.
We seem to have a lot of disagreements, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
So, I mean, I guess there was a lot of foreshadowing in the first part of the mission that you would eventually have to pick and choose between your crew members, and the potential on this mission is to lose 2 crew members. You can lose Rex, and then you have the Virmire survivor. So you have your choice between Alenko, Caden, and Ashley. And when I was playing the game, I knew it was coming, and I knew I should probably decide in advance who it should be. And honestly, I couldn't do it. I didn't know how I wanted to play it, and even with how I picked who goes on what mission and who does the bomb or whatever, it was just a complete toss-up. I mean, essentially what it boiled down to was a coin flip. and I think that kind of reflects, in a role-playing perspective, Nathan's thought process. Because how do you choose, you know? So, story-wise and maybe canon-wise, it doesn't make sense to move the Normandy from where the nuke is to the other position and fighting out to the other AA cannon. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I probably should have thought that out more, but that's where we are. I picked Ashley in it ahead of time, and we'll see how that plays out. And, you know, when I first played the game, I'd grown so attached to the characters. I mean, it was... Well, the first time I played it, I was so attached to Ashley the first time I played it. I absolutely despised Caden, like I mentioned in the last video. But then they both grew on me. You know, you play it different ways to try to get all the lines of dialogue and things like that, and opinions change as you flesh out the characters. But yeah, it really sucks losing one of them. And then on the tail end of that, of the cutscene on the Normandy, you have the dialogue with the council and Temper's Flare, the Turian counselor, making it very clear that he doesn't really give a fuck about what just happened to you and your crew. And I mean, the passion and the emotion are very fresh and raw, and I don't think that can be held against Shepard, and I think the Asari counselor is a good mediator in that regard. But they still don't believe you about the Reapers, and with the revelation of what Liara tells you, it seems hopeless right now. You don't know where the Mu relay is, so it just all feels kind of hopeless. And even all the cutscenes and everything that happens afterwards, which I'll show you in a second, you just don't get the fact that there's any hope. So let's continue.
Commander, I know it couldn't have been easy for you down there. Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been... I'm sorry, sir. I don't know if I could have done it.
There is no right choice for something like that. I just hope I never have to go through it again.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I mean, it's hard, you know?
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
He's the last person I'd feel sorry for.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. Lieutenant Alenko's actions will not go unnoticed. His sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Kaidan was a fine officer. He knew what the risks were, but he did what he had to.
Of course. The grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps...
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hey, Skipper. Seems like everything's coming together. After what we saw in Virmire, it better come together. Alenko, the lieutenant, I'd hate to think his loss meant nothing.
We have to get everyone together on this. The Alliance can't take the Reapers alone.
The bigger they are, the more megatons we chuck. We've got warning now. We'll be ready. There's a reason for everything that happened, Shepard, even if you don't understand it at the time. Your assignment to Elysium, it put you in the right place at the right time. Your character made you rise to the occasion. And that got you here, commanding the finest tin can in the Alliance fleet. This is exactly where the galaxy needs you to be. No pressure.
Where do you need me, Chief?
Wouldn't mind a foot massage, sir. Sorry, I'll be serious. I need time to think. We've been focused on the mission. When we're done, it'll be different, I swear. You all right with that?
I hear you, soldier. I'm in agreement.
Glad to hear it, Skipper. Sleep tight, Shepard.
Krogan on Virmire? Hard to believe, Commander. Good thing those Solarians were there to back up your report. Between the visions and your warnings about the Reapers, the Council's starting to think you're a little unstable.
What about you?
I think you get results. As long as you keep getting the job done, there's nothing to worry about.
So, I deliberately picked to talk to Joker first, because mainly because I feel as if he would, as the helmsman and as an overall, I don't know, I just always picture him being someone that the crew likes talking to on, off time, and yeah, he puts up this tough act, and, they call him Joker, right? So, I just feel as if he would be the first person Shep would talk to, and I'm glad he conveys emotion in the dialogue, and I just really like Joker's character. And then later we see how awkward Liara is in terms of, in terms of interacting with humans and basically other people in general. And she's definitely fan service to some degree, but we're not going to really explore that in this role play. But I don't know, again, the depth for some of these characters and the evolution you'll see with these characters later is pretty fantastic. And then you see Captain Kirihee. He plays a major factor in later games, and his crew. You know, you're able to, you know, exfiltrate them basically and get them safe. And then you have Rex, who admits that temper's flared, but you know, you and him are cool. He's your Brogan basically. But you can still tell that the fact that the cure for the genophage is destroyed still hurts him. And yeah, and then you know, you see Ashley, and she's still pretty torn up about Caden's death, but it seems like she just picks up where she left off, kind of how Shepard wanted, I guess. You know, she's got new reason to keep chugging on, and you know, she's not dead, and so she could still try to revamp, for lack of a better term, the Williams name, and try to make her predecessors proud. And then you know, they acknowledge the romantic feelings there again. I think it's the way they play it out. You know, waiting makes a lot of sense and makes it more real, even though the passions could have easily boiled over. And I've never really seen a line of dialogue that fits my backstory so well. But you know, she knows what you're about. She knows your backstory, how you came to be out of Elysium, and you know, why you were handpicked by Udina to join N7 program and basically be a commanding officer. Like she said, on the finest tin can that the Alliance has to offer. And I think that makes Shepard feel pretty good, even though he's probably still feeling pretty shitty that he sent one of his close friends to his death. You know, so as a commanding officer, he knows that's what he's got to do, but as a friend and a human being, it still sucks. And then you see Udina later. I mean, I just get the sense that a lot of the Alliance brass just does not think Shepard is stable. And I think that's kind of shocking given how I have him pictured in my backstory, that he's probably one of the most dependable people there. And I guess just really being a Spectre just makes it difficult, because he's allowed to not have to show restraint a whole lot as a Spectre, as opposed to being in the Alliance. And so his passions boil over, his temper boils over, and it's because he has the freedom to do so. But you kind of get the sense that you get the sense that Udina is about results and what have you done for me lately, and so he'll keep going to bat for you so long as you deliver whatever hit it is that he needs. So you definitely get that politician side of Udina. And it kind of sucks that Anderson doesn't have a more expanded role in this game. I think the dialogue between the two of them would have been pretty fantastic if that were the case, because you got the bureaucratic side and then you got the soldier side, and them butting heads would have been great, but that's not there, just sort of implied, and I feel as if they probably would have words with each other if that were the case. But anyway, thanks for watching the videos about Virmire. And next up we've got Novaria, and we'll try to finish out this game coming up pretty soon. So take care, guys.